Good evening, my dark and lovely souls. My name is Lemon Graves, and tonight I am here to help you identify what false beliefs you have about yourself. Don't we? Everybody. Everybody thinks in some ways they're greater than they should be, in some ways they're lesser than they should be. Everybody has a preconception of themselves. It comes from our childhood, it comes from all of our experiences. So sometimes an outside force can come across and open our minds and our eyes to things that we might normally not see about ourselves. And in the finding of that, well, you'll be amazed. In the shuffling, this card inverted. So we're going to pull it out, and that's the Emperor, and that's a really good sign already. My dark and lovely soul, you don't see your own greatness. And you also don't see how suave you are, too, with the King Cups on the bottom of the deck. But we'll do one more shuffle before we start pulling the rest. But the Emperor card's very interesting to me because the Emperor's, well, the Emperor, right? He's got it going on. He's very material, successful, suave, like moving through the world and stuff like that, right? But you don't see yourself that way, huh? See what else we see about you. Okay, so then I see the Empress inverted. We're going to talk about that in a second. And then the Ten of Wands upside down. Two more cards. The Two of Wands upside down and the Devil inverted. Okay, my dark and lovely soul, you need to stop hating yourself like today, like 2 hours ago, to be honest with you. You are beautiful. You don't think so because, see, when I pulled the Emperor, and this is the only upright deck I pulled in this spread, it's who you could be. This does not matter if it's male or female. The tarot doesn't work this way. It's the energy behind the card. The energy behind the card is successful, badass, it got everything you want in the world, right? It's not even spiritual. This is in the world kind of stuff. But what's happening to you is you have the Empress inverted. The Empress is the epitome of like sensuality, beauty, motherhood, all that kind of good stuff. You don't think you're pretty. And you are pretty, and it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, you're pretty. People are attracted to you, you don't see it, and you carry this, don't you? This bothers you. You work on it, it bothers you, and it keeps you from moving forward. See, this guy, when this card's upside down, it's even worse, the Two of Wands. This guy has the whole world in his hand, and he's got a wand in front of him, but he's not looking at this wand behind him. It's either like holding him back or he's forgetting about it. When it's upside down, I really get the strong sense for you, and particularly it's holding you back, right? And there's the Devil card, which came up earlier in a very similar kind of reading, and it's funny. The Devil, and I'll tell you, the chains on the Devil are very loose, but the Devil's insidious, right? You can get away from him whenever you want, but he won't let you because he'll do every trick that he can, and he'll keep those loose chains on you and make you think he's your prisoner, or you're his prisoner, right? But you're not. The false beliefs you have about yourself, and so many lovely souls do in the Kali Yuga, because let me tell you something about the world that sucks. All day long, we are bombarded by Hollywood images of perfect people with perfect lives. These people aren't actually perfect at all. These people are chosen for the genetic ways they look because they're aesthetically pleasing on a ratio, right? There's a science behind it, and their voices and stuff. And then they are written by people that have wonderful minds to write charming individuals, and they put them on screen that are lives that are edited together that seem to be perfect. Even on our social media, no one puts up their worst picture. You know, I always love that. Look at pictures people are tagged in versus their own profile picture, right? There's a definite difference. Everybody kind of edits and portrays their own life. And what happens is we see this all day long, and is even the best of us, it brings us down. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not buff enough. I'm not whatever. I don't have the image of self that I think I should. It's all just an illusion. It's all a self-imposed limitation you keep on yourself. You don't think you're pretty. Is the short of this. And I'm here to tell you you're quite pretty. Not only do I know this because it's just the vibe I get, you found me. You got to be a good looking person. I know that. You're so good looking. You could be like, look in the mirror and go, hey, like Fonzie, and then you could hit like and subscribe because you are just that kind of stud muffin or stud muffiness. You can be. You really can be with the Emperor, but you got to put aside the limiting beliefs about yourself and get the hell out there with this Hermit inverted card. Don't sit there and let your self-image hold you back from being the person you want to be. You are beautiful, and you just need to go be beautiful, right? Tell me below you're going to go be beautiful, that this resonates for you, because people need to hear this, and just go with it, right? So, my dark and lovely soul, I'm going to keep this reading relatively short because it's the gist of it. It's pretty simple. Is you don't think you're pretty, and you're absolutely wrong. You're gorgeous. So go out there and be gorgeous. Treat yourself like you're gorgeous. Be gorgeous. As I like to tell myself sometimes, pretty as pretty does. Make sure you're drinking your water, exercising, taking your vitamins, getting your sun, moisturizing, all that kind of stuff. Pretty as pretty does. But you're pretty inside and out already, so just go be pretty. Don't hate yourself. That's what's unbecoming. That sorrow, that gray aura you keep around yourself. Take that away. Please affirm below that you're going to go do that. And yeah, think about liking and subscribing again if you really don't mind. That makes my day. You can find me here at the Lenny Graves on TikTok. You can also find me at Dysfunctional Enlightenment on YouTube and Facebook, where I do slightly longer talks and all that kind of good stuff. I hope to see you there, my dark and lovely soul. You have a great night.